Hi, Deborah Grace here, and today I'm going to share a poem that I wrote after there was a shooting at my daughter's high school. And luckily no one was hurt. It was more a cry for help from a young man who I was actually hoping that he would be shot. I am sitting in front of my house, and I keep thinking of the song Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, and how it talks about kids not feeling seen and inspired at school. And I think that that is an issue with kids right now. I'm also wearing a shirt, "You Can Sit With Us," and that's the title of this poem. I'm looking at my computer as I read, so please forgive the look down. You can sit with us. My daughter attends a high school where recently a freshman fired a gun in the cafeteria. Luckily, the kid alone wanted to die, so he aimed into the air instead of at students within range all around him. He was hoping a police officer would respond and take his life. On the same campus every Tuesday, my girl attends a LGBTQ+ pizza clutch, where lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgendered, queer, and plus, those who don't fit into the acronym like asexual, pansexual, etc., teens and supporters eat lunch together and share about their lives, practice how to sister and brother. She and some of us are wondering, how do we care for the others? When I was a kid, I read the Peanuts cartoons in the newspaper. I always loved when a character named Lucy sat in a lemonade-like stand with the words, "Psychiatric help, the doctor is in." I don't recall what kind of advice she doled out. Lucy was a badass. She complained and was bossy. But the image has stayed with me all these years. It was one of the few places in my childhood it was acknowledged we might need help. I want one on every street corner. The healer is in, the teacher is in, the friend is in, the listener is in. Instead of popularity pods, I want school lunch tables to be arranged by alphabet or by height, your number of siblings. If your parents attend AA or not, a third table if you have parents that should. At work, let's pass out blindfolds and mix up the cubicles. Let's have a day where we start every conversation with, "I hope," the next day with, "My wish for you." In the aftermath of the shooting, there were rumors of retaliation. A few kids wore Team Justin armbands and talked of finishing the job. My wish for you, Team Justin, is that you go home tonight and your mom has cooked your favorite meal because she senses you have been down. She was inspired when a stranger held open the door at the grocery store. The stranger had earlier received a phone call from an old friend who had volunteered dropping off meals for a shut-in. The shut-in told him a good joke that made him chuckle, which he gathered from the internet, not while learning how to build bombs or sneak weapons into public places, not while watching the grown-up equivalent of the movie Mean Girls, where the elitist and entitled wore shirts, "You can't sit with us." It's viral and virtual now. We've got the whole world at our table. What are we serving? How can we find each of us deserving? In this planetary clutch and coven, the only question is, are we catching one another? Are we loving? Please, yes, you can sit with us and cry and moan and whimper with us. You can die a little and be born a little and sigh and rage and not be alone with us.